Hello all and welcome to Duplicate Success International Monday Night Webinar. Today is Monday, June 15th. My name is Randy Crebs, Gold Director from Salt Lake City. I have the distinct honor of introducing the host of tonight's webinar. He is a very well-respected business leader and mentor in this industry. You'll definitely want to have your pen and paper out, sitting up, paying attention, and taking notes as you learn how this industry expert continues to build his business successfully. He has achieved the rank of Executive Ruby Director within our company. He is the co-founder of Duplicate Success International. He is an amazing leader, mentor, and most importantly, I'm very proud to call him my son. Jared, are you on the line?
I am, Dad. Thank you so much for the great introduction. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to the Monday night webinar. I'm excited to do a lot of recognition. We've had a great week as a team, and we have lots of things to recognize, namely many new clients and associates. And I'll just start off by telling you my story. I've been a client of USANA for 10 years, and originally I had horrible allergies. I was suffocating with allergies. I was taking Claritin, Allegra, Zyrtec. I was getting allergy shots, and really nothing seemed to be working. And, although USANA is not a cure, I started to take the supplements and really made a big difference in my health, so much to the point where now today I'm off all medications. I haven't been on allergy meds for 10 years. I got my health back. And along the way, I decided I would also share USANA with others because I'm a musician, and I didn't want to be stuck at a guitar teacher's income my entire life. And so I started with USANA. And fortunately, it replaced my income within 2 years' time, and now it's been a full-time income for over 8 years. So it's been a huge blessing for me. My wife, Crystal, here is pictured, and our dog Tasia. We just got married 6 months ago, and it's just great to have something like USANA in our lives. Not to mention all the friends that we have and all the great people that we get to work with on a weekly basis. So I'm really excited to welcome all our brand new guests and clients on the webinar. And before we get into the recognition, I just want to remind you of our Team DMO. If you're taking notes, you want to write that down. DMO means Daily Method of Operation. And what that is if you can do these 3 things every single day, 6 days a week, I say take 1 day off for rest, like Sunday or whatever day is for you, but 6 days a week, if you do these 3 things, you can be successful. Number 1, use the products every day, AM and PM. Be a product of the product. Number 2, read, watch, or listen to 15 minutes of personal development material daily. And of course, that would be being on this webinar, for example, is your DMO for today, but on the rest of the week, that would be studying something like the GoPro book or the GoPro audio or Network Marketing Pro or any type of information to help you train and get better at your skill set, and at least 15 minutes a day. But honestly, our best people do about an hour a day. I do it in the morning. And then the third thing of your daily method of operation is to add 2 brand new people to your contact list and invite them via text message or phone call. 2 people a day brings freedom your way. That's the saying that we have. And of course, the more the better, but that's the minimum. For you to be successful, just doing that week in, week out, you'll see how it starts to add up. And anybody can do that. I have moms that have 3 kids that are very busy. I have corporate America people working 70 hours a week. Everyone's able to do these 3 things every day. Here's an example of the text that we like to send out, or you can also say this to somebody, but it's pictured here on the slide. It says, my company just came out with a 10-minute YouTube video, and we need to practice on some friends. Would you be willing to watch it and let me call you afterwards to ask a few questions? That's one way to invite someone to a YouTube video. Another one, I am learning my company slideshow, and I need to practice on someone I trust. Would you be willing to meet up and let me practice on you? That's a great one as well. And then you just ask the closing questions, which are page 5, skill 5 of the fast track manual after they see the presentation. So that's just an example, but no matter what you do, just taking action and helping others is the most important thing about USANA. And right now we're going to recognize people who've been doing their DMO. It's apparent based on all the clients and associates that are starting on our team, and this is from the past week. So let's get right into the recognition. Number 1 person that I would like to welcome is our new clients. The first person is Jen Galdiano from San Antonio, Texas, introduced by Lillian Galdiano. Also welcome Emma Rocha from San Antonio, new client introduced by Lillian Galdiano. Way to go, Lillian, 2 brand new clients. Also welcome Abby Leffler from San Antonio, Texas, new client introduced by Elizabeth Morales. Welcome, Abby. Welcome Dell Frame from West Jordan, Utah, new client introduced by Randy and Viola Krebs. Welcome, Dale. This is a Randy and Viola Krebs are my parents, and Dale Frame is somebody I remember growing up. It's really neat to see that y'all have helped Dale Frame become a client, Mom and Dad. Also, welcome Yvette Rendon from San Antonio, Texas, new client introduced by Annabelle Trevino. Welcome, Yvette, and great job, Annabelle. Also, welcome Sophie Perez from San Antonio, Texas, new client introduced by Ruby Perez. That's Ruby's aunt. Ruby is tearing it up. Also, welcome Adolfo Perez Sr. from San Antonio, new client introduced by Ruby Perez. Yeah, that's Ruby's father, and he's on the Essentials. He's very excited. It's really cool to see their whole family using the products. I was at their home on Saturday, and I think every last family member is now a client or an associate. Also, welcome Jill Haley from Salem, Oregon, new client introduced by Julia Hay. This is a picture of Julia Hay because we did not have a picture of these clients, but I want to recognize Julia for doing such a great job as a brand new associate. Also introducing Cheryl Patterson from Silverton, Oregon. So it's great to see that Oregon is now on the map between the efforts of Julia Hay and also Catherine Lord, doing a great job in the Pacific Northwest for Team DSI. And actually, I want to take a moment and unmute and bring on the line Julia Hay and my mother, Viola Krebs, who's out there working with Julia. I'm going to go ahead and unmute the line. Okay, you have to unmute yourself, Julia. Okay, are you there?
Hello. Hello, Jared. I'm here.
So could you just tell the team a little bit about yourself? Not everybody knows you on the webinar, so just a little bit about you and why you're excited about your USANA business this week. You're doing such a great job.
Well, Jared, I'm a certified dream builder coach. So I'm a life coach and a licensed esthetician and Reiki master. And I recently went to the Doctors Are In, the tour that USANA is having here in the Northwest at Wilsonville. And I just got really excited about Dr. Brian Dixon and learning about how your cells work from the inside out. And I just got really excited, and I wanted everything for my own health to be better.
That's phenomenal. And how's it been working with Gold Director Viola Krebs?
We are having a fantastic time. She's such a wonderful, remarkable woman. I feel very, very blessed. I'm learning lots. We are busy. We've been very busy. I've had a mixer. We're having a facial. We've had a one-on-one. We did a cold call. I don't know.
Oh, we did a cold call.
Yes,
we're following up with tonight.
Yes, we have a call to make tonight. So I get to do that YouTube. Send that video like you just told us to do a minute ago.
Oh,
so
great.
we wrote that down to send out the 10-minute video. Yes.
Phenomenal.
It's fantastic. I love you, Mom. Yes.
I love her too. That's awesome.
Yes.
Mom, do you have a quick thing to say about your trip in Oregon?
Yes, my trip, Oregon is such a beautiful state. I'm just loving it more and more every time I come out. And the team here is growing. Julia has a lot of marvelous friends. They're all very open to USANA. We haven't gotten any negative people. And we've actually, her mixer was very successful. We had over 10 people here, and all of them are pretty much interested. We got a couple of preferred customers that enrolled. We have 2 associates that are enrolling tomorrow, possibly 3. And we're rocking and rolling. I just hope I'm not working Julia too hard, because it's like we've got so much going on. It's just like so much momentum in this area, and I'm excited to see Northwest Oregon, Northwest U.S. grow with Julia's leadership. So it's awesome.
Wow. Well, thanks for saying something, Mom. It's really great to hear what y'all are doing. And for everybody listening on the webinar, I got a great tip from Carmen Gutierrez, who's one of our best San Antonio leaders. And she saw the Conchita Vargas Lugo video that was put out, how Conchita spends 8 days with her new people teaching them how to work. And that's basically what you're doing with Julia.
Yes.
And it's neat to see it happening. And then, of course, then Julia will have the skill sets to continue on after you're gone. So that's what this is all about. Obviously, we all come together every Monday as a team to celebrate the success. But this is how you get a new person started. So thanks for leading by example, Mom, and being a great support to Julia.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I love it.
Awesome.
We finally got outside the house today for about an hour.
I seriously did not go out of the house for 2 days. We were working so hard.
Awesome. Hey, well, it sounds like you're having fun. That's when you know you're doing.
We are.
You're having fun.
We're having a ball. We're having a ball.
Awesome.
Thank you, Jared.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, now let's go ahead and welcome our newest associates to the team. And this next individual, his name is Anselmo Leal, and he is actually a professional saxophone player in San Antonio. And we met through internet marketing. There's actually a way that I'm going to teach you guys to do internet leads very shortly. And Anselmo's actually on the phone with me. You guys cannot hear him because he's not on the webinar yet. He's still working out the kinks to be on there, but he is with me on the phone right now. So I'm just going to ask you, Anselmo, could you tell the team just a little bit about you, and is your wife Eloise on the line as well? Hi, Eloise. How are you? All right. So could y'all just tell us, I'm going to have to basically repeat everything you're saying because the rest of the team cannot hear you. So just in 30 seconds, could you tell us a little bit about your background and why you're excited about USANA? He's a musician, he's been playing for 20 years professionally. Very, very excited to join the company with us. He's excited about the product, and it's a great opportunity, and it's a win-win situation, and he's excited to help others. Okay. I feel like a translator. I wish they could hear your voice, Anselmo. Next time you'll be on this. And Eloisa, tell us a little bit about your background. Oh, she's a teacher's assistant at a school in San Antonio, and she's been working with the Head Start program with 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds. She heard about the results from her husband that people are getting, and she's excited to learn more. And I'm excited to meet you, Eloisa, tomorrow at our meeting at 11 a.m. We'll go over everything for you, just like your husband saw on Saturday. All right, welcome again to the team, and hopefully y'all are able to patch in by the end of this webinar. I know Anselmo's trying to right now. You can reset your password for your email, but we'll talk afterwards. Again, welcome to the team. All right, moving on to special recognition. We have some big time special recognition here. And first one is congratulations to the Perez family. This is Ruby Perez, her brother Junior Perez, and her sister on the left, Terry Perez. And as a unit, these 3 individuals have lost 50 pounds in the last month. Ruby has lost 15 pounds in her first month using the products, doing the reset in phase 1. Terry has lost, I think it was 6 pounds already. And no. Terry has lost 10 pounds herself already. And Adolfo has lost 18 pounds. Of course, men lose it faster. But it's amazing what happens when your body just gets perfect nutrition, because that's what's happened to the Perez family. And it's not even from a ton of exercise. I mean, they are doing some, but they're just eating. They're eating the shakes, drinking the shakes, and having their nutritional supplements. Doing a phenomenal job, leading by example. And no wonder Ruby was the number 6 top client enroll in the United States a couple weeks ago. Big congratulations, Ruby. We're really proud of you, and also congratulations, Terry and JR. Next, we're going to move on to the 100 text challenge. So this is something that we do at the beginning of every month. And it's a great way to start your month. And what it is basically sending out 10 texts a day for 10 days, contacting 100 people and asking them to either attend an event with you or to watch a video. And that's it. And so we had several people do it, and the ones who did it are going to get some type of a prize. I was offering the GoPro book for free, or the GoPro audio, or the Rise of the Entrepreneur DVD. So we're going to hear from a few of the people who completed the 100 text challenge and what it did for their business. And first one that we want to recognize is Diana Holderness. Big congratulations, Diana. This is your first time doing the 100 text challenge. And I'm going to unmute you right now. And let's see if you can you unmute yourself, Diana?
Yes.
All right, we hear you.
Okay, there it is.
Okay, Diana,
Awesome.
can you tell us, tell the team, first of all, not everybody knows you, so can you tell the team just a little bit about your work background, why you're excited about USANA, and how did the 100 Text Challenge help your business?
I will. But before I forget, I need to let you know, I got a new preferred customer on Saturday night, but I've been working all day, and so I wasn't able to get her on tonight on the, on the webinar. So I'll send you that info.
Okay, great.
I'm in the car coming home from work. I have been in the medical field for about 24 years. I was an inpatient coder, and I have a friend, Karen Stewart, who lives right down the street from me. We're friends, and she got me into USANA. I'd heard her talk about it several different times, and finally I tried some of the products, and I just fell in love with them, and I loved the way that it, that it made me feel. So, from there I started in USANA as an associate in the middle of February, and since I've been on the shakes and the nutritionals and the essentials, I feel so much better. I've lost 26 pounds since I've started.
Wow.
And yeah, I feel great. And my sister's lost about 35. Pamela has. And so on to the challenge. You gave us the challenge, 2 weeks ago. We had 12 days to do 100 texts, which is 10 texts a day. And when you said it, you said we can start tonight, and I ended up not starting on that Monday night. I ended up starting the next day, which made me I had to do 20 that one day. And after doing 20 on one day, I thought doing 2 a day is not a big deal at all. So I suggest everybody try 10 or 20 a day, and then when it comes to 2 a day, you'll be like, this is a breeze, it's so easy.
Oh yeah.
But I sent out actually 108 texts, and I've gotten back about 26 responses so far.
Uh-oh, we're losing you, Diana.
I haven't checked my
Can you hear us now?
yet today on my phone, but there's about 12 of those that are interested or that said they'd watched the video. And oh, are you losing me?
No, we got you.
Can you hear me?
We got you.
Oh, okay, so keep talking. Okay, so anyway, I got about 26 responses, and about 12 of those are people that are interested in watching the video, and they said they would, I've been talking to them, texting back and forth, and making sure that, we have a date set and that we can talk about it. So I'm really excited I did it. It's a lot of hard work, but, whatever you want your business to be, you got to put into it what you want it to be. So, I really wanted to be on this webinar tonight. And I never miss. And of course, our boss asked us to work an hour later. So I'm in the car and I'm like a mile from home.
Wow.
But I thought I've got to get on and listen, because all this is part of it.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, Diana. And thank you for keeping track. That's a true professional when you keep track. And I have to tell you that, 108 texts, you got 26 people that responded. And then you had how many that were interested out of those 26? 8 of them?
About between 12 and 14.
12 and 14
said,
interested.
yes, I'll watch the video. Yes, we'll talk about it.
Okay, so that leads to 12 new appointments for the month, you could say.
That's right.
Or a big mixer. So big congratulations to you, Diana. And also, I just want everybody to know that, 76 of those people did not respond. So So Diana, how did you not get discouraged when 76 of them didn't respond?
Well, I did a little bit, but then all of a sudden I thought to myself, well, the more we text and the more people we talk to, the closer we are to getting, better and better, and the more chance I have of other people that I ask saying, yes, I am interested. So I just took it the other way and said, I'm just going to keep going, and I'm not going to get discouraged.
Good job. Way to have a great attitude. And Diana, would you like the GoPro audio?
Does that make sense?
Yes. And Diana, would you like the GoPro audio, the GoPro book, or the Rise of the Entrepreneur DVD as your prize for completing this?
I would love the GoPro audio.
Okay, GoPro audio. It's going to be in the mail this week for you.
Thank you so much, Jared.
You're welcome.
And actually, I can deliver it to her, Jared.
Okay, thank you, Dad. Thank you, Diana. Great to hear your voice. I want to move on to Betty Meyer. If Betty Meyer is able to be unmuted. I just unmuted you. Are you there, Betty?
Hello.
Yes, Betty.
Hey, I am at an all-star baseball game, so
Okay.
watching my grandson play baseball.
Oh, no problem. You know what we'll do, Betty, is we're going to have you we can have you explain everything next week if you're
Okay.
not able to. Betty, would you like
Okay.
the GoPro audio, the GoPro book, or the Rise of the Entrepreneur DVD?
It doesn't matter. I want 5 new associates.
That's why you did 100 texts, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
no, I'm fine with whatever. Woo!
Okay. We'll send you a surprise. We'll send you with the best one.
Okay.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Thanks, Betty.
Okay. Bye.
Next, we have Randy and Viola Krebs from Salt Lake City, Utah, that completed the 100 text challenge. And Dad, I want to just bring you on the line for a quick 30 seconds. Could you tell the team what you learned or what you got out of doing 100 texts?
Well, got a PC, of course. Actually, the Dell frame was kind of a second text from the text challenge we had at Eric Worre during the national. And what I learned is that there's a lot of people out there waiting for us to get a hold of them. I probably it looks like closer to a 20% reply, 25% reply, with people either watching it or, once they had watched the videos, it's not for them. So enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. It's nice to get back in that kind of mode again, because we've been doing this for the last 2 or 3 years.
Fantastic, Dad. Well, sounds like it got you results, and I know that you're already a very established USANA associate making great checks. Congratulations on your executive week this last week, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Very awesome to see you guys, being amongst the top earners in the company for your pin level, and it's nice to hear that you still take action like this. So we appreciate you leading by example.
Thank you, and I'll take the GoPro book.
GoPro book. Okay, done. All right.
I'll bring it Thursday.
Awesome. Thank you, Dad. All right, next I want to go ahead and talk to Khalid and Barbara Medina from San Antonio, Texas, who also completed the 100 text challenge. They actually did 160 texts, so they went above and beyond the call. Khalid, are you there?
Hello? Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Cool. Awesome.
So Khalid, could you just tell the team a little bit about you, about your work history, why you're excited about USANA, and what did the 100 text challenge do for your business?
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I've been with USANA 3 years, and for my work I do massage therapy, and Barbara's doing USANA full time right now, and she couldn't be on the webinar because she has a meeting at church, but it was awesome. It was pretty cool. I'm gonna keep the same pace. I'm gonna keep doing. I was trying to hit about messaging about 10 people a day, and I'm just gonna keep that pace. Why stop?
Yeah.
But it was really good. I mean, I didn't do the best job at kind of tracking my response rate back, but I get a pretty good reply. I don't know if everybody else does this, but I do. When someone doesn't reply back, I usually wait about a day or two, and then I just message them back, "Hey, did you ever? I'm just wondering if you got my text."
Okay, that's
And like
great.
every I always text that I always wait a day or two and I always text that and then they always reply back like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I meant to get back to you," or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
my reply back rate is, I think it's pretty high. Like I guess because I was just hearing everybody else like, so I get a lot of reply backs because I'll message them again.
Yeah. Okay. That's a great
So
tip.
yeah, so I do that and mostly everybody. Some people after that they still don't message back, so I'm like whatever. Most people do, and then I send out a lot of videos, um, and a lot of people like I'm pretty happy that they're just straight up, and maybe it's just me, but I tell them, you can tell me straight up no if you're not interested, and a lot of people just said I'm not interested right now.
Yeah.
But
How many
I
people
mean we
said
got
yes?
a lot of people said kind of hold off right now just for money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they are interested in the product. And I'm just kind of following up with them, maybe get them to another mixer and,
Sure. Yeah, that's part of the
or we're
process.
just, yeah, we're still trying to meet. I'm still trying to meet up with a lot of them. Like a lot of them want to kind of meet in person.
Okay.
So we're still looking to meet up in person. And one guy, I know Jared met him, Douglas. He was interested in being an associate, and then kind of last minute. He didn't have the money, but we had him do the homework and he came in with us and he decided it wasn't for him, but it was awesome because he gave me a bunch of like of his a names list of a bunch of his friends and family. So he gave me a bunch of referrals.
Yeah.
So that was pretty awesome.
That was phenomenal. Hey, well that happened because you were taking action.
Yeah.
So, and Khalid, would you like the GoPro book, the Rise DVD, or the GoPro audio?
The GoPro audio.
GoPro audio. All right, you'll be getting it this week.
Sweet.
Well done, man, and thanks for leading by example for the team.
Oh yeah, no problem.
All right, myself and my wife, we did the 100 text challenge as well. And the best thing that came from our 100 text challenge was actually Anselmo Leal, our newest team member, who is on this webinar right now. We did contact a lot, and we were also able to generate, I think it was two other clients that we were able to create last week. And it was just a great, I think it's a great thing to do at the beginning of every month. I think we're going to do this at the beginning of every month. For those who are ready, you may not be ready to do 10 texts a day for 10 days. So not everyone has to do this. We love you no matter, what you do, and doing the DMO of 2 texts a day or 2 calls a day are great. But once you do 10 a day and you do that for 10 days in a row and your business is on fire, uh, you may not want to go back. I liked how what Khalid said, just doing it as a general rule. But we're going to do the 100 text challenge at the beginning of every month. That's just how we start out our month. And we still have the achiever incentive on the table. For the first person who hits the achiever status, we're going to give a $200 cash bonus, and also a free GoPro ticket to the first person who makes the achiever status, which is your first $400 check in 1 week. Building your USANA business. So we're still very aware of who's committed to that, and we'll be talking about it more. And we're excited for our first achiever to step forward. Okay. Next is congratulations on registering for USANA International Convention. USANA International Convention is August 19th through the 22nd in Salt Lake City, Utah. We are all going. The entire team is going. We're going to be together for 4 days. We're going to learn from Dr. Wentz, our founder. Dr. Oz is actually going to be there. Top leaders from all over the United States, $1 Million Club members. It's just the most fun. I want to call it a vacation, but it's also a business trip. It's kind of a business and pleasure, but it's like USANA Christmas. It's the biggest event of the year for our team and for our company. I'm so excited to be there with you in Salt Lake City. And big congratulations to Dennis Arns from West Valley, Utah on recently registering for convention this week. Looking forward to being there with you, Dennis. And I think Team DSI, we have close to 50 people already registered. So we're going to be a nice big presence at this convention, and I'm excited to be there. And for those of you who are new who haven't registered yet, mark your calendars August 19th through the 22nd. If you want to get to a full-time income status, this is the most important thing you can attend because you need the training, the professional training from the top people in the company. So we will get you more information about that. But congratulations, Dennis Arns, for getting registered this past week. And congrats to Randy and Viola Krebs for getting him registered. Lastly, before we get into the training segment, I want to talk about the USANA clients page. This is our private Facebook group. When you create a new client, you want to add them to the group. I just put a red box around where you add the new member, and then you make a post, and you post a photo, and you post a picture, and that's basically how you introduce your new client to the USANA family. And this is about creating loyalty. It's about creating a culture. And when your client gets on this page, they get all these welcomes from all these clients all over the United States. Your clients hear other stories of people's success, losing weight, and feeling better on the products. So again, the USANA clients page is the most important thing you can do for your new client. Please add them to this page immediately after you enroll them. And we'll celebrate them this every week on the webinar. And then when you enroll a new associate, you want to add them to the Team DSI Duplicate Success International Facebook group. Now, this is our private business group. So this is not for clients. This is for associates. And again, you add them the same way. You make a post the same way. And I will add some clients to this if the client is interested in making money. Sometimes the client's not ready yet, but they want to know kind of how it's done. So you could add a client here if you feel that they would like to see the business side of our team. And then lastly, we have a group called Hybrid Solutions. Now, this group is for USANA associates only. You cannot add clients to this. This is actually a group that's hosted by different USANA associates that's not private to our team. But it's over 5,000 USANA associates from all over the United States. And you get to hear stories from people. You get to post. And the thing about it is when you need a product success story, let's say that your prospect has diabetes. Okay, we know that USANA is not a cure for diabetes, but if you go to Hybrid and you type in the search box diabetes, you're going to get all the stories from 5,000 different associates, and a few of them have had diabetes who took the products, and you can hear what their results were. So these stories are so important. I just highly recommend that you get that, and you add your associates to Hybrid Solutions, and you use that whenever you need a product success story. Moving on to upcoming events to end our time tonight. This Tuesday, June 16th in Kaiser, Oregon, is going to be a spa party hosted by Julia Hay and my mother, Viola Krebs. If you're in the Oregon, Washington area, please attend this. This is going to be a great event. You can actually experience all of USANA's skincare products and have a shake. If you're in San Antonio, we have 2 mixers in San Antonio on Tuesday, June 6th. One is at the home of Ruby Perez, which is listed here, and it's also posted on the Team DSI webpage, our Facebook page. And then Renee and Megan Martinez are hosting one in Pleasanton, Texas, also on Tuesday, June 16th. Both of those start at 6:30. So one's in San Antonio, one's in Pleasanton, both on Tuesday, June 16th. Thursday, June 18th, Khalid and Barbara Medina are hosting a USANA mixer at 7 p.m. Thursday, June 18th. So if you're in the San Antonio area, you have a few options. Then there's some webinars. This Wednesday, June 17th, for everybody on this call, you can get on it. It's at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's Dr. Ladd McNamara himself talking about the essential fatty acids, about the Biomega. It's going to be great to hear Dr. Ladd McNamara, who's an OBGYN, who's used the product with over 10,000 patients, talking about all the things that Biomega can do for you. So this is a great webinar for not only you, but for all your guests, your clients, associates. I would be leading everybody I talk to this webinar, and you can register there at the link. You see it right there. It's june17th.onebody.info. Also, Karen Wolf, Thursday, June 18th, is another webinar. And Dr. Karen Wolf is going to be talking about a healthy gut equals a healthy body, unlocking the power of your second brain, which is your gut. Your digestive system is your second brain. That's what keeps your body regulated and healthy. And this is Thursday, June 18th, same 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. You can register at the link shown here, june18th.onebody.info, and it's going to be an amazing webinar. So those are the two webinars that we have. In fact, these are the only webinars in the month of June. So if you have any clients or associates that need to know about the products, please make sure they get on this webinar and they learn from these doctors who are professionals who've been using the products with thousands of patients. Lastly, stay in the loop. Text at SA events to 81010 to be receiving our text reminders for San Antonio events. If you're in the Salt Lake City area, text at SLCEVE to 81010 for Salt Lake City events. Being in the loop via text is the wave of the future. You need to be getting these texts on a regular basis to stay in the loop. And if you need Dr. Ladd McNamara CDs, you can go to laddmcnamara.com if you want to get this powerful CD to give to your clients and associates. You can buy 10 for $36. That includes shipping, so it's around $360 per CD. You can buy 50 for $166 or 100 for $257. What I've done is I bought 100 for the San Antonio market, and so that gives the price down to $257 per CD. So if you want to get a 10-pack of CDs from myself, contact me. You can get a 10-pack for $25.70 or a 20-pack, however you want to do it. Contact me if you're in the San Antonio area and you would like some Dr. Ladd CDs. If you're in the Utah area, also, same thing. My parents are putting together an order. So if you want 10 or 20 or even more, you can contact them, but they're going to be doing a group of 100. Again, a 10-pack is $25, and that CD is so worth it. Oh my goodness. When you have your clients and associates listen to it, they will understand how special the USANA products are for them. The importance of attending international convention, I cannot repeat it enough. Again, mark your calendars, August 19th through the 22nd. Nothing is more impactful or important to the success of your business than convention. All the top earners may build differently, but the one thing they all have in common is convention. The convention takes it to the deepest level possible. It goes from your head to your heart. Again, it's August 19th through the 22nd. Now, the event itself is a $279 ticket to enter this event. But if you enroll in your USANA business with a 500-point initial order, that $279 ticket is waived. It's free. So you don't even have to buy it, that's cool. That's saves you $300. If you have one voucher, then that ticket goes to 50% off. So it'd be $140 if you have one voucher. And ask the person who invited you to USANA how that works so you can get a free convention pass. Hotels for USANA convention, where our Team DSI is going to be staying at the Hilton City Center downtown. We have 5 rooms left with 2 queen beds. And we've already done the math. The convention is pretty much already sold out for the good hotels. USANA has a discount rate because normally the Hilton is $269 a night, but it's only $185 a night on the discount rate that our Team DSI has. And that's for the 5 nights. And we already did the math. If 4 people share a room, that means 4 people in one room, right? 2 in each bed. Then it's only $231 per person for all 5 nights. So, I mean, for 5 nights at a premier hotel downtown so you can attend a convention that's going to change your life and give you big skills to make a full-time income, that's a pretty big bargain. So if you need a hotel room, contact me. There's only 5 left. Of course, convention is just 2 months around the corner. So we definitely want to have you be there with us. We're all going to be together. It's going to be a blast. Congrats to the Team DSI members that are already registered. We're going on close to 50 already, and it's all listed right here. So really proud of everybody who's making the investment. And check out our team t-shirts that are in process. My wife, Crystal, has designed these beautiful t-shirts. They're actually baseball tees, and I think they're going to have like our last name and a number on the back or something like a legitimate baseball shirt. But it's exciting, and we got a price quote. Crystal did the work this week, and it's going to be about $20 per shirt. And then there's handbags that we're going to be designing as well. So we're going to probably have the first samples made within the week or two. Me and Crystal will be modeling them for you, and then you can get in on having one of these t-shirts. We're going to wear them all on the first day of convention. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited for all of our team to be together and take that picture with our Team DSI shirts. It's going to be very exciting. And of course, our backpacks and bags as well. And then at the end of the year, it's going to be GoPro, October 14th through the 17th at the Mirage Hotel and Casino. This is at the end of the year. It's a non-USANA event, but it's the only people allowed on stage are people who are making over 6 figures per month. Not 6 figures per year, 6 figures per month. So you want to learn how to build a successful, large, profitable home business. It's being done all over the world, and there's a science to it. There's a focus to it. It's not by accident. People don't just do, what you might think to build a good business working from home, but it's all outlined here as one of the reasons why I've been able to become a 6-figure earner myself is this GoPro event, Recruiting Mastery. It's in October. Mark your calendars, October 14th through the 17th in Las Vegas. And this final picture is a picture of the bins I keep in the trunk of my car. I always keep extra GoPro audios, GoPro books, Dr. Ladd McNamara CDs, and USANA newspapers with me at all times because I'm a pro. And this is my full-time living. And if you want to make USANA a full-time income, you have to treat it like a professional business, and you need to keep your tools with you in the trunk of your car and be ready because you never know who's that next prospect or client is going to be that you're going to be able to change their lives. And also maybe they might be your next lifelong friend that you meet or a business partner that you work with and help create a full-time income. So be ready for those opportunities. You never know when they're going to happen. And then to remind you again of our DMO, number 1, use the products every day. You can do that. Read, watch, or listen to 15 minutes of personal development material. You already did that by being on this webinar. And then add 2 brand new people to your contact list and invite them. You can do that. Do those 3 things every day. Do it 6 days a week. You're going to be successful. All right, everybody, we made it through the webinar in just over an hour. Usually we're done before this, but we had a lot of great recognition. I'm really proud of everyone. If you need to get off the webinar right now, we totally understand, although we do have a lot of people on right now. And I do normally like to ask people what their highlight was. So if you want to stay on and hear, this will probably be a short segment of what you learned from the webinar. What was the highlight for you tonight? I'm going to go right to Megan Martinez in Pleasanton, Texas. I just unmuted you, Megan. What was the highlight for you tonight?
Hey, Jared. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Good. Well, the highlight for me tonight is just how well, I wish we were going to convention for one. But but with everything going on, it's just we hopefully we'll be able to make Vegas. So
okay, Vegas.
But anyways. Yes, but anyways, the highlight for me tonight is just how everything is so readily available for us. It's just it's right there, and everything is black and white. And getting someone on a reset, I mean, it's not easy. So this makes it easy, for anybody who, if it's your first time, if you're not comfortable. So this is perfect. I think it's a great tool to have.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate the feedback, and I'm looking forward to hosting a mixer with you tomorrow night. We're going to have a blast.
Yes, I hope so. I've had a couple of I was doing some not business, but I've had a couple of people ask about it on my Facebook. So I'm trying to get people in while I'm listening to the webinar.
Awesome. Well done, Megan. And lastly, I just want to say this to you, but so that everybody else can hear it. There was a little thing I read when I was doing my DMO today about just texting people and saying, hey, what are you doing tomorrow night? Hey, what are you doing tomorrow night? Hey, what are you doing tomorrow night? Are you free tomorrow night? Don't say what it is. Don't say that you're having a mixer. First of all, find out if they're free. And then if they say they're free, then invite them to the mixer. So yeah. I know I already told that.
It's a different, it's just a different approach.
Yeah. Have you tried it since we spoke this afternoon or texted about it?
No, I haven't, because I haven't. After I got on the webinar, I had stopped, so I haven't had a chance. But I mean, it makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Because before you.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It makes perfect sense.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan.
Instead of saying hey, oh yeah, perfect.
Yes, we're gonna do it. Trust me. I'm gonna start it after this too. I'm gonna say, hey, what are you doing tomorrow night? And I'm gonna bring some people to this. So I'll see you tomorrow, Megan. Thanks
Okay,
again.
good. Okay, Jared. Thank you.
Yes. All right, let's go to. Is Karen Stewart still on the line? We lost Karen Stewart. Catherine Lord in Kelso, Washington. Catherine, I just unmuted you. What was the highlight for you tonight?
Well, first I want to say I appreciate how flexible you are because it was supposed to be the Ray Strand website
Yeah.
webinar tonight.
Yep.
And so you were able to switch it like in a heartbeat, which is awesome. And I agree that what the other person said. Well, first I'd really like to hear Julia on the webinar. You did a great job, Julia. And I also like, as they said, as someone else said, that it's all there in black and white. The script is, I mean, you hit it all. You got everything in there. So, so that's great for people who want to lose weight. The Reset is a great product. My sister lost. She forgot to weigh herself before, but she said she knows that she lost at least 5 pounds because of her weight when she was done.
Wow, that's great.
She want to tell me how much she lost.
Hey, whatever works, man. If they don't want to tell you, that's okay. If they're happy, right?
Yeah, she was happy, very happy.
Awesome. Thank you, Catherine.
You're welcome.
All right, I want to go to Anselmo Leal in San Antonio, our brand new team member. Anselmo, what was the highlight for you tonight? He likes the idea of texting 10 people daily because you increase the amount of people you can help. Absolutely. The more people you help, the more more stable you can be with the company. That's exactly right. Awesome. Thanks, Anselmo. And what about Eloisa? What was your highlight? Okay, she had to go. All right, I'll be calling you after this, Anselmo. Thank you. All right. Moving on to Ruby Perez in San Antonio, Texas. Ruby, what was the highlight for you tonight?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, Jared. How are you?
Hi, Ruby. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry I had to miss the first half of the segment.
Okay.
But, yeah, I was able to jump in, and then I was able to hear the conversation you had. Was it Julia, right?
Yes, with Julia.
With the reset? Yeah, you made it seem so easy, and it just went smooth, and it was perfect. So I would like to get more clients to do the reset, and that way, they can get the fast results and just start changing their lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, y'all made it seem so easy, and it was just everything went smooth. So I enjoyed. That was my highlight.
So Ruby,
the evening.
Thank you for your feedback on that. And can you tell everybody, since you actually were a client that heard this script, can you think back when we were very first starting with you as a client, not even as an associate, but just as a client? Did I tell you that I was going to read a script to you?
No.
Okay, I didn't know because I was also in Las Vegas
okay.
when I called you, but I was reading my script.
Okay. But no, I didn't know.
You didn't know. Okay, but how did you feel? Having me read you that or get you ready for your reset, and then first of all the selling process, and then second of all the preparation process.
Okay. I felt like I was in good hands. Like I can do this. This was first for me. I mean, it was new for me. So at first I thought it was going to be a little challenging, which it was, but it was doable. I did it, and I actually lost 5 pounds in 5 days. So that was pretty amazing. And then once I got the products, you called me. We went over the products. So you kept following up with me every day, and that's what I enjoyed.
Yeah.
If I had any questions, if I had any questions or any concerns, and you were there.
Mhm.
And that's what made it work, and that's what was successful, I think.
Oh, thank you for saying that, because I think that's important for everyone to hear. I do call my reset clients every day, like not just a text. Like pretty much I do text every morning when they're on the reset, but then maybe I don't call everyone every day, but like usually I have about one new reset client per week, or sometimes I'll have none and then I'll have 2 in 1 week. Like this week I have 2 people starting the reset.
Right.
But I do regular phone calls, maybe every other day, sometimes daily, in addition to the texting, just to see how they're doing, just to chat, just to build the relationship. And I just want to encourage you to do that, Ruby. I know you're doing a fantastic job with your current team, but I know you have more reset clients coming on probably tomorrow.
Right.
So
Sounds good.
and
Yeah, I would like to get them more. I guess when they hear about it, it sounds challenging. Like this, it's a whole new lifestyle change.
yeah,
So I get it, because I was there.
yeah,
And I did it, and and I want to encourage them that you can do this, and it's doable, and you're going to get results, and you're going to change your life, and it's just the first step, and it's going to be amazing.
absolutely. Awesome. Well, thank you, Ruby. Thank you for being on the webinar and sharing your story. We gave you big time recognition at the beginning too, by the way. You'll see it on the recording.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes. All right. Moving on to Khalid Medina in San Antonio. Khalid, what was the highlight for you tonight?
I really like the fruits and veggies. I didn't know that those were like pretty legit for the reset. So
What do you mean?
just like the blender, I don't know. I never recommended those, but I thought those were pretty good. And I started thinking about it. I think those are pretty good snacks. They're easy to carry around, and
Oh yeah, the organic apples and the organic baby carrots.
Yeah. So I was like, hey, that is good, because I always tell people in the past, I'm just like, oh, just whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like whatever fruit or veggie you kind of like, but those are good because you carry them around wherever,
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, when I did the reset myself, that was what I chose. And I would have my organic apple and my organic baby carrots from like 4 to 7, like anywhere in that 3-hour period, to hold me over so I could have my nighttime shake later and I wouldn't go to bed hungry. And so
that's good.
It helped me so much whenever I did the reset. I just thought to put that in the script, and most of them do just go along with that. Make sure it's organic baby carrots though, because the regular ones are bleached. I tell them I really emphasize organic baby carrots. So
okay.
Thanks for mentioning that, Khalid. I'm sure a lot of our team also need to hear that, and sometimes it's hard to tell your client which vegetables to get. So
Yeah. And it was good. I mean, it was great timing for me because I really want to start getting some people on resets, especially at my job.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of ordered like reset flyers from USANA. So it was good for me. Just the whole thing, went through the whole process. Like it was all like the script's awesome. I really love it.
Oh, thank you, man. Well, I'm excited to hear how it goes for you. I know you're going to be killing it.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Julia Hay in Oregon. Julia, can you unmute yourself? What was the highlight for you tonight?
I liked how well scripted everything is, and so it makes it really easy to use these tools.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And Mom, Crebs, what was the highlight for you tonight?
The highlight for me, I think, was Diana Holderness, and I've been coaching her. She started with her texts, and she's just done amazing. I just want her to know I'm so very proud of her. So that was my highlight. Also, I'm excited for Dr. Ladd McNamara and Dr. Wolf's webinar. So we're going to start texting people, letting them know to get on, prospects, even people that we've talked to before. So I'm really excited about those webinars as well.
Oh, yeah. Going to be great webinars. Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to give the final word to Randy Crebs. Gold Director in Salt Lake City. Dad, what was the highlight for you tonight?
I actually enjoyed the when you were role playing with Julia on the script.
Yeah.
Just to hear the role playing, it was very good. Yeah, it's just it actually reinforces the wording in the script to hear it when you role play. Because if you just read it, it doesn't have the same meaning.
Yeah.
But when it's in a role play situation, that was good. I appreciated that.
Well, thanks, Dad, for saying that. And I want to just tell everybody, especially the ones who are leading new associates, like Julia is a brand new associate, right? She's probably going to have a reset client. I usually have them read the script live to their client or prospect while I'm sitting there watching. So Julia, like, I'm sure my mom's having you do this, but you're reading the script and my mom's watching you read that script to your new client. That's kind of like the process I'm trying to cultivate so that our newest associates are experiencing reading the script. They're experiencing enrollments because when you follow that script and you say, where do you want your products mailed to, there's a very high chance that they're going to give you their address and their credit card number. So I love when our new associates get results, and this is definitely one of the fastest ways to get them results. So thank you for saying that, Dad, because yeah, reading the script in a setting is what really gets the job done. And I'm excited for everybody on this webinar to apply that.
Yes.
Did you have any other announcements or anything else you wanted to say?
No, just I think we both learned something tonight on it was, I think, my fault on destroying or saving over what you had done. So I think we're learning going forward that we both have to be building separate little PowerPoints to combine later on.
Oh yeah.
Just so we don't have this. And again, I apologize. That was my fault.
Well, no, I know that you didn't mean to do that. You didn't want to delete those, so it's totally okay. I forgive you 100%. And honestly,
thank you. It's a lot of work.
Honestly, I appreciate all the work that you do and everything you put into our team.
It's a team effort. Thank you, Jared.
Yes. Awesome. All right, everyone. Well, I kind of feel like tonight happened for a reason because we got a lot out of this doing this reset script. So I look forward to talking to you on next week's webinar, and I guess we're just going to put off the Dr. Strand for another week or two. But we'll be talking about what to do after they do the reset next week. Hope you all have a wonderful night. And everybody, we've unmuted the lines. Go ahead and say good night and God bless to finish off.
Good night and God bless.
Good night. God bless.
God bless.
Stop the recording, Jared.